Hey there, I'm back. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been super busy working on other shows, doing this, doing that, and I really need to do better at fitting YouTube into my schedule because I really like it a lot and I like talking back and forth with those of you who are here. Today I'm talking Queen Sugar. Season 3 premiered last night. Part 2 of the premiere is tonight, so I'm gonna be back maybe tomorrow with a recap on that. But I wanna do this season because when I really like a TV show, I wanna always read reviews or watch reviews and just to see what other people think about a show that I like. I like TV that much, not gonna lie, it's just my thing. But I don't see as much about Queen Sugar as I feel like there should be, so I was like, you know what? Well, you talk about it. Talk to your friends about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm here doing. So of course the show started with a little bit of a recap of the prior season when Rod told his sisters that his dad had actually only left the farm to him, and that kind of created a rift. Charlie opened her mill and then had all those issues with her mill, and then also, remember she kind of decided that she was gonna start this plan with Jacob Boudreaux and get the Landrys out, but we didn't know what her plan was. We just knew that she had this diabolical look on her face and I was ready for it, okay? The officer pulled the gun on Micah and put it in his mouth, and a lot more to the story that we didn't know initially. Vi has lupus. Her and Hollywood are back together. I took some notes. Oh, not mentioned in the recap, but was one of my favorite moments. Raw explained to Blue how he got his name, and I just sat there watching it. I remember last season just hyperventilating, crying. It was so sweet. I love those two together, but none of this compares to the bombshell of Darla telling Ralph Angel that Blue may not be his biological son. So of course, like, I started pressing play on this episode wanting them to get right to it. Like, right, are they gonna take a test? Is Raw gonna decide that he doesn't want to? Because it doesn't matter, he is Blue's dad. What's gonna happen? And it didn't start with that. But the show started off with Charlie, and then there was a piece, it started with Charlie and Micah, and then there was Nova in New York City, I think she was in New York City, at a meeting with a group of women about a possible book. And something about the meeting and everything, the looks they were giving her was sketchy to me. Maybe I'm thinking too deeply into this, but I love Nova. And I feel like the editor, the lady that was talking to her, the editor, I feel like that's possibly gonna be an issue, but we'll see. Then we checked in on Blue and Ralph Angel, and Blue is obviously struggling with his mom not being there. Ralph is struggling with that too, though. And that was kind of fascinating, just kind of pointing that out. Of course he is, though. And checked in with Aunt Vi and Hollywood. Either Vi is sicker than we thought, or Hollywood is just being super, super loving and careful. He's getting on her nerves, though. And I feel like that's gonna continue to be like a point of issue throughout the season, so we'll see. Charlie's plan, her plan to take down the Landrys, I'm like, okay, I need to know more. I'm not sure. I don't feel good about it. Yeah, but she also has a plan she's investigating the officer that assaulted her son, and it seems like she comes by, you know, rampant issues within the department and abuses of authority and things like that. So that, at least that battle, seems like it's gonna be somewhat easier for us to see what she plans to do. Prosper, he's sick, and I feel like he's like their pseudo grandpa now, and I like that man. I like that character. I just like him, and he's sick, he needs back surgery, and I'm sad about that, but I like him a lot. So it was just good to see him when they all went to the game together. Oh, the game. Let's talk about the game. So at the beginning of the game, there was a lady singing. They're at a high school, a big popular, you know, high school basketball matchup, and they're at the game, and there's a lady singing, a young girl singing the national anthem. It's fascinating because first what we see is everybody standing up except Nova, but Micah, he's kind of checking that out, and he notices Nova, and you could tell that, you know, the wheels are spinning a little bit in there. And then a group of kids dressed in black, they come over and they protest. They stand right in front of the girl who's singing, and they kneel, and players start kneeling and other people start kneeling, and that's a big moment, and it's a huge moment for Micah, and I feel like that is gonna be us seeing, that's gonna be part of how Micah's character evolves. And I'm interested in seeing that. I also thought, oh, right, Ava, here we go, let's go, because this is an important conversation, and they're having it on this beautiful, amazing television show, and especially in this time when we're talking about that in real life, and NFL players just basically got banned from being able to do what those kids did. It was, you know, it's an awesome moment to show, and to have, you know, show creators that are willing to have this conversation. Of course though, you know who's behind this, of course, but it was a powerful moment, and it is a great way to start off a season. And I think a lot of people appreciated seeing that. And it was just cool seeing these young kids getting involved and being involved and feeling they're smart, and they feel so powerful about what they're doing. And I feel like Micah wants to join them. Did you see that little piece when they're all leaving the game and he kind of gave them like the peace sign or the nod or whatever, and it was cool. It was a sweet moment, and I'm excited to see what happens with Micah this year. Also, the officer was at the game, and there was a really sweet moment that did kind of soften Charlie, because she was stunned when she saw him and she heard his name. And it was between Blue and the officer's grandson, I think, just about like their shirt. They were little kids, and it was just a sweet moment, and I think it kind of disarmed Charlie a little bit. But am I the only one who was nervous the whole time that maybe Micah would see the officer and then have to relive all that trauma and everything that he went through last season and those memories? And I just didn't want that for him. I wanted him to not see this guy and just have a good moment with his family, and luckily that didn't happen. The FaceTime with Darla and Blue, she wanted to talk to Ralph first, and he is obviously just not ready for that, and he immediately gave the phone to Blue. She was talking to Blue, and Rob was listening, and there was like this moment where, you know, Blue's like, you know, I want you to come home, and I'm thinking, why doesn't she just come home? And then I remember, you know, her sobriety is at stake, and maybe she's doing what she believes is better for her, and she has to be away. But I'm also worried that she may be in more trouble than, you know, we know at this point. I'm worried about her being away from this area that has created so much stability for her recently. But I don't know, we'll see. Blue's acting up, Ralph is stressed out. The last scene, like the final scene with Ralph and the girl, you know, I'm not acknowledging that because I am team Rarla. Is that like Ralph Angel and Darla? I don't know. We'll work on that. The paternity test scene. So Ralph Angel is with his sisters on both sides of him, and we don't even have to see the results. He's immediately saying, you know, that don't change nothing. And so we know that Blue is not his biological son, and it just broke my heart. And also, it broke my heart. And of course it doesn't matter, but will it matter legally? Is there going to be some sort of issue? I don't at all want Blue's connection to his family to be threatened because of this, or their connection to him. So that's kind of scary, and it was really sad to see, but because I want the best for Ralph, I want the best for Blue. They are my favorite two characters of the whole thing, so of the whole show, which is hard because I am obsessed with this family. Like, I miss this family. When it was premiere time and I was able to turn on the TV and start watching, I was excited because I really missed this family. And yes, I am referring to their characters like they're real people. So what? That's how much I like this show. All right, that's really it. I probably missed a few things, but let's chat about it in the comments. I'm always in the comments. If you watch any of the shows that I'm on the TYT network, you know I am always comment creeping. I love talking to you all, so chat with me if you watch the show. If you don't watch the show, thanks for watching this, but you should watch the show because you're missing out. And I don't know, do I have anything else? Do I have anything else? Oh, you know what, really quickly, I want to shout out my mom because I'm wearing not a ton of makeup today, like no eyeshadow, no liner, but lashes that my mom sells. She has her own lash line. I'll put the info down there in the comment section or down there in the description box. I'll do that there. And they're really good lashes, and it's a cool thing, and I just want to support my mother. So thanks for being here. I have some other videos that are about a plethora, of different things. So I'll try to get them up there, you know, a couple a week, things like that. And so thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And tomorrow I'm gonna be on John's show, The Damage Report. So if you have YouTube TV, he also posts clips on the YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. I'd really appreciate it. We're gonna be talking a lot of news, politics, things like that, you know, the norm. But thanks for watching. Thanks for being back here, and I'll see you later.